Meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and admissible. Start off, roll call. Sergeant Duoff from Police Department.
Stephanie
Rigo.
MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking.
Natalie Mello.
Helen Rigo.
I'll stand. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for last month's meeting, October 16th?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Seconded. None opposed. Seeing none. All set. Minutes approved. Is there anyone here that is not on the agenda that just showed up because tonight is the scheduled meeting and they have citizen input? Or is everyone scheduled on the agenda? All right. We'll move right into it. Curb cut applications, we have 118 Primrose Street. Engineer Department reviewed the application, found no incidents, no issues. Motion to accept.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Seconded. Any opposed? None. Second one being 160 Linden Street. Again, Engineer Department reviewed the application, found no issues. Is there a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second.
Any opposed? None. Carries. Moving into tabled requests from last month. Eddy Street between Bedford and Savigny. Is there anyone here regarding that location? Going once, twice. Eddy Street between Bedford and Savigny. Okay, that was tabled, so motion to,
There's no one to approve. That one, the last one, the resident.
this one was all set?
Yes, that was, so that one was tabled at the last meeting. All the residents did attend. There was no opponents. That was only tabled because we had to move the Jersey barriers
That's right.
on.
So that one got
Eddy
approved and
Street.
everything, right?
Yep, that's
All
all
right,
set.
so,
Yep. So this
remove
is
that.
just off the
Oh.
table for approval.
For approval. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Seconded?
Second.
Excellent. Any opposed? None. That is removed for approval. Anyone here for Blossom Road and Indian Town Road? Blossom Road and Indian Town Road. This was tabled from last month. Seeing nobody here. Is there a
Motion to deny.
Motion to deny. Seconded?
Second.
Any opposed? None? Denied. Request to the commission to consider making North Main Street at Old Colony a two-way street. Is there anyone here for that, sir? Do you have anything that you'd want to address the board with, or is it just what's in the packet?
I made my case last time I was here. I'm just here because I got a letter asking me to be here again, so that's the only reason I'm here. If you want me to, I can, but I don't really want that.
I understand you had already pitched your case, sir. Unfortunately, I wasn't here last month,
Okay, you wanna do it again?
and it was tabled. If you wouldn't mind, just give me the Cliff Notes version of it.
Can we go there?
Sure.
Okay. Want me to, give my name and address?
Yeah, please.
Okay, Jared Carson, 613 Globe Street, Fall River, Mass. 02724. So I just came up with the idea a while back, and it's just an idea I had to consider because I grew up here all my life, and South Main Street has always been two-way. North Main Street, which is equally as wide, has always been a one-way. So I just sent a email to City Council asking to consider if they would make that two-way, maybe make downtown more accessible. And so they sent me a letter back, an email back saying they would put on the agenda, and I got a letter to be here last month, and I got another this month. So I just figured, why not look into it? I know they said they're going to do a traffic study, I guess.
Yeah.
So why not consider making a two-way over here in the downtown area, making it more accessible for the local businesses over here and stuff? And
Sure. All right, so just to be clear, yours was just like an outside-the-box kind of thinking,
Yeah.
like a way to funnel things back towards the center of the city. It wasn't based on any kind of safety concern or anything like that?
no.
Completely understandable and reasonable request. Keep in mind, the reason why that pattern was set up that way originally
Yeah.
is because the center of the city is also the gateway in and out, because the highway access is right there. If both of those were able to be funneled in, it would cause a bottleneck at that point. And it's a natural choke point, if you will.
Okay.
So it flowing from the south to the north, right? keeps it all going with just having North Main going that one way. Yes, I understand North Main Street's at a slight disadvantage having to loop around and come down Bedford and then go south again. But the design was done by someone with a much higher degree and probably paycheck than myself, who said that that's a natural choke point and just to keep things flowing, that was the original reason for it. I would have to say, there would have to be some sort of substantial articulable facts on why the pattern would have to change. Most likely a safety reason. For sheer accessibility to the downtown area, I don't think is gonna get it done. But, I mean, appreciate your concern. It's something that will be pitched to the board and they're able right now to make a yay or nay vote on it, so, all right? Unless there's anything else you'd like to add. Ladies, is there a motion on the table for this?
I think for years people have been saying to do something, but who are we? That's above our, you
Yeah.
know, I'm with you,
Yeah.
so, don't know what to tell you. No, because.
Motion to deny?
Yeah,
Second.
we need to go
Second.
above.
So like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
awesome request. It's definitely thinking outside the box,
Yeah.
but without any sort of like big substantial reason or rationale to change the traffic pattern, you kind of need a little bit more.
Okay.
So that's
I
kind of
think
where
you
we're at.
need to keep going and going and going.
All right.
If it's past us, I think you really need to work on that. I think that would be great.
Okay, thank you.
Something for a citizen forever to do. I go for it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you, have a good night.
Grinnell Street and Smith Street. Grinnell and Smith. Y'all making this easy for me. This was already tabled.
Motion to deny.
Motion to
Second.
deny, seconded. Any opposed? Seeing none, denied. St. John's Athletic Club?
Yep. Yeah.
Hello. Your request is for loading zone signage at the business at 1365 Rodman Street.
Yes.
Just stand by for me to review your request. Why is this table?
It wasn't.
Oh, this one. Okay, fresh.
We have pictures too, if you want to see what the issue is.
Where are you looking to have the signage placed?
It's right outside the door on 1365. You can just,
Is this open? Is this a
Yeah.
cut curb?
yeah. The city just put in all the new curbing.
But there's no curb here, right? Or
Nope.
am I looking at?
Nope, it's supposed to be a loading area, but cars just park there, that's why we don't have a sign there, so they're
Yeah.
just parking there.
Where do they unload? Right
So
on
is-
Rodman Street?
Well, this is
Yeah.
just a small section, right? There's curbing here, or am I- I'm
It's
having
actually
a
a
hard
good
time.
know, it's dark.
sized section.
Is it like a driveway width
Yeah.
of curb removal? It's a
Yeah,
ramp.
There's a ramp. It's been like that forever, from what I understand.
How come they don't unload in from
It's
the
gonna be an
parking lot?
issue if we have to put poles there to take them out, especially the loading of trucks.
How come they don't load in from the parking lot?
The loading in from the parking lot is mainly for the events that take place and for the kitchen. But for the bar side, it's done from the street. So they can go, the bartenders cannot leave the bar to go deal with the vendors. So they go right into the bar
And go check it out.
and leave the merchandise there. And then during the course of the day, people come in and then they put the product away. But the vendors want to go back on the street because it's easier
For the vendor.
for the vendor, but also it's easier for our bartender because the bartender's not leaving the
What time
bar.
does that delivery typically take place?
It takes,
It varies, it all depends.
Yeah.
It varies.
I mean, we've
The
had
latest one
deliveries.
can go up to like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
So let me ask you this, your request for signage for the loading zone, would that be no parking indefinitely in that spot or no parking during these hours?
I would say no parking during the hour.
Yeah, that's
During
what I
the-
would
And
say.
what hours would you be
Okay, so
looking for?
here's our thing now.
Mhm.
They're open technically, we're open from 11 to midnight.
Sometimes
mean,
later, yeah.
sometimes later, you know, our latest is what,
On the
2?
weekend, on the weekends too, yeah.
But they don't deliver at
Right,
that
well,
time.
No, so I
What would
would
you be
say,
looking for loading time?
I would go 8 to 8, that's what I would go, because I never know, I just don't know now.
You've gotten deliveries as early as 8 AM and as late as 8
Correct,
PM?
yes.
yeah, because if they're stuck in traffic and stuff like that. But definitely as early as 8 o'clock, we've had deliveries.
Let me ask you this, would this cause a problem for any of your patronage or your staff? Because keep in mind, if there
No.
was signage that was granted,
Mhm.
that doesn't inherently mean that the bartender on for that night gets the park there.
Nope,
or any
absolutely,
of
they
your
have to
patrons.
park in the parking lot, they park in the
Is that
back.
bakery over there too?
I'm vaguely familiar with the area. As far as what they're requesting, I can't say that I can perfectly visualize in front of my head. You do have property behind the building that most of your other deliveries come from, but this is just for your liquor vendors?
Yeah. The kitchen uses the, you know, the back.
What is, I'm sorry, I know you said it, but what's the issue with the liquor guys going through the rear?
Because our bartender has to leave the bar to go open up, let them in. You
So-
can't leave the bar unattended once we're open.
So if the loading zone person, your liquor delivery is
Mhm.
parked out front,
Mm-hmm.
You know?
the bartender
And I
still
don't
has to
like-
leave
and
the
I don't
front,
like
right?
The door's right there. They come in right to the bar,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
right
I see
there.
what you're saying.
How
So-
much space do you think you need?
Well, you need enough space for a tractor trailer to pull up. They're not, using small cube trucks, they use a full tractor trailer. We have Pepsi, we have, all big trucks coming through. So like the length, I know it's hard to see,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the length really goes from like the end of the building to like our door, which is a good like driveway length. I mean, it's a good length, probably maybe 6
Okay,
cars,
3 cars.
7 cars.
Yeah.
yeah,
Three
typically
cars.
it's the length of
Probably
a
about
tractor
60
trailer.
feet. About 60 feet is what they would probably do.
Yeah, because
20 feet for an
These are
average
what,
car.
2 feet?
I
4
agree.
feet when they do
Those
sidewalks.
just right on 3.5 4 feet.
So, and this isn't even at the beginning. This is just coming out the door and just doing an aerial, a
Mhm.
shot. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Just
5,
everybody's.
6,
Mm-hmm,
maybe a few
exactly.
more.
So you're looking for loading zone 8 to 8, and then after that it would be
Open.
open for,
Mm-hmm.
And it would be Monday through Friday?
Yes, we don't get deliveries on weekends.
looking at it for what it is, I can't think of any major issues. 8 AM to 8 PM is usually.
That would be Monday through
kind of
Friday.
lengthy.
Monday through Friday.
We have done some 12 hours, typically we do within 8, but what does the board have to say? Is there any questions?
I personally think you should just look at the, I'm with you.
No, I'm listening.
But I think you should ask the other businesses too, because will it affect them? You know what I'm saying?
The only other
So
business
the best thing
next
to
to
do is
us,
table it and let Sergeant look at it and then make a good decision.
yeah, because the only other business next to us really, on our side, would be Dunkamunch, but they have their
Right,
own
There's no
parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it's substantially up from the furniture store and then Walmart, which is,
Oh, we're not even
yeah,
here.
No,
right,
you're
that's
down
way
more.
down.
Yeah,
You're almost at Brayton Avenue, right?
exactly.
My only concern would be the curb cut, because we're gonna have freestanding poles.
Yeah, is it cut?
I
Yeah,
can't really
there is-
see in that
there is no-
picture.
There's no curb there.
There's no curbing there.
No curbing there at all.
Yeah, all right, so based on that,
That
I'm
would be
gonna
my only
request
concern.
that we table this one, just so I can get
That's
out there, take a look at it, try to figure out the best way. I'm not opposed to having your loading
Yeah,
signage
of
there,
course.
but obviously, if there's any kind of curb removal,
Yeah.
nobody can be parking there anyhow. That means at any point in time, your loading guy
Shouldn't
or
have an
any
issue.
patron,
We've made phone calls and had cars towed.
Mhm.
But we don't wanna have to keep doing
I
that,
get it.
because,
Right,
it's bad
Yeah.
business.
yeah. I would suggest you let me table
Sure.
this. Go out there, see exactly where the curb cutting is, maybe we can come up with a position that your signage would be able to take place.
Sure.
That'd
We'll
be,
take it from there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll just wait for another meet and greet.
Motion to table this?
motion to table.
Second.
Seconded.
Do you wanna keep those pictures?
No, I'm gonna take them back, I know where we're going. None opposed, motion is tabled. Request is tabled until next month.
No, that's fine.
January.
I agree.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, it's gonna be tabled in January, because we don't need to, we don't meet in
We
December.
all have holidays. No, I don't want that. All right, so January, we'll just wait for a letter to come in.
Yeah, yep, you'll get a letter, yeah.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a great holiday.
Thank you, you as well.
North Underwood? Hello.
Do you want me to?
You wanted to
go on?
discuss safety concerns regarding North Underwood?
Yes.
Come on down. Just state your name and your address.
Arlene Aruda, 680 North Underwood Street. Our house sits at the bottom of Emerson. I don't know if you know. Okay. Now, in the last 2 years, we've had 4 cars that have come through our fence into the yard. We had one that went through the front, through the side, missed the gas meter, into the side fence and in my backyard. This last one was in October, the end of October. Came through the fence into the driveway and totaled our truck. It's become financially a problem, and also if they had hit the gas meter, our concern is what would have happened then.
Mhm.
So we're asking for ideally a guardrail, if we could get a guardrail put up in front of the property.
On the sidewalk?
Yes. I don't know if you, well, there is no sidewalk, it's just grass.
Mm.
The curb and the grass.
Outside the fence. They come right through there.
That's,
So you have, just your front yard is grass and it goes right to the street grass, but you put up your own fence?
yes,
We have a fence there, but they come right through there. They
Sure.
crawl right through there. But sometimes it's due to the snow, other times, the last 2 times there was no snow. It was in the
it was in
driveway.
April, one was in April. They came down, they hit the telephone pole and then through the fence into our neighbor's fence. This last one also hit our neighbor's fence, but on the opposite side of the house, and went through everything there,
And this is all coming right down Emerson?
right down Emerson. It happened this last one was at 2 in the morning.
Kenny, okay.
The one in April was early morning too, somewhere between 1 and 2.
They came through our fence, they plowed the mailbox, had the thing set up in the mailbox,
Mhm.
blocks and stuff, they pulverized that, went through that fence.
So you're looking for the city to put up a guardrail
Guardrail.
in front of
If-
your fence
Yes.
on the grass portion of the sidewalk?
Right, be in the
Yes.
city side,
If possible.
if it was.
If not,
And how long of a section are you looking to have done? Just
Probably, I
the
would-
width of Emerson Street, or are you looking to have this done your whole property line?
from the telephone pole,
It catches about the whole thing,
yeah.
Emerson
it-
Street. You're looking at about.
Actually, our driveway is further away, not further from Emerson, but like Emerson ends here and our driveway was over here. But the way they came, it looked like they tried to make the turn
Mm-hmm.
and just went right through everything. And then, like I said, totaled the truck.
So if you had to give me a rough guess, how much frontage on your property are you looking to have guardrails set up?
About 40 feet, close to 40 feet. Very close to 40 feet. Maybe a little bit less.
Right here.
That's their property?
Yeah.
680?
680, yes.
680, yes.
So,
Emerson's a two-way, correct?
Yes.
This is yeah. They come down from Emerson, there's no stop sign at the bottom to begin with.
But even if there was, they
They
wouldn't
come right
stop.
with it. They claim there's no brakes.
This last one said he had no brakes, he had no insurance, no registration, and the car he was driving belonged to his stepfather, who had died.
Died.
I always found it interesting that people would say they have no brakes. How did you leave your driveway in the
They use
first
that all
place
the
if you
time,
had
they use
no
that excuse
brakes?
all the time.
Yeah, but, okay, so, I can 100% see your predicament here. I'll say this, we don't typically throw up guardrails inside the city properties. We don't do that. That's a highway feature. It obviously has a reason on the highways. And I'm honestly very tentative to start throwing them up inside, dense city areas, because it's one of those things. I understand you, and you're pitching a good argument. I'm not against it. It's just now what happens to every person's property that's at the foot of one of these hills in the entire north section? Are we going to be lining miles of guardrail? So I would like to suggest this and see if we have a starting point, and maybe it helps curb things. And if not, we can always revisit it with other things afterwards. This doesn't require a stop sign, because anytime a street comes to an end and another street crosses it, it's a natural stop anyhow. But I hear what you're saying, there isn't one. And having one there might give us a little bit more teeth to start doing some traffic enforcement there, and hopefully having officers out there for a week, let's say, hammering residents or people going through, might start sending the signal. But it is some sort of signage. It should be stopping and slowing people. Listen, I get it. I can have 1,000 stop signs flashing in your face. If you're gonna tell me you have no brakes, that's not gonna help you. But I can't always play to the no brake card, because we're hoping that there are vehicles that are safe to be operated on the road.
What about if, excuse me?
Yeah.
What about if there's a way to make that a one-way up? But coming down, it's suicide. And if you can go up,
That street is no more steep than,
that's bad. I know they have.
President Ave. You know what I mean?
Right,
just
right.
being honest, right? It's no more of a steep grade than President Ave.
No, it's
And
not.
nobody's ever come in here and said, oh, President Ave should only be going up because it's a
Oh, yeah.
racetrack going down.
I understand that.
I'm welcome to all different
Yeah. It's
approaches
true.
on this. I'm sorry?
Is it about this?
Yes,
Oh,
Sarge,
okay.
about speed bumps.
Yeah, speed bumps is something else. Can you think of a section in the city of Fall River that there's speed bumps that's not in a parking lot? Do you know why? We don't do it. I hear you.
Good
Again,
idea.
great idea. I would put speed bumps every 100 feet, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna bother me, I got a big old truck.
Speed bumps in Somerset.
In Somerset, yeah. Somerset pays a little bit more in taxes. Let's not go there. No, I'm trying to make light of the situation. Speed bumps is something that's come up a lot, especially in front of school zones, where I think it would definitely benefit. It's one of those things, we all could sit here and agree on it. It just hasn't been broached from the city. They haven't quite had an appetite yet. But that is something maybe in the future we're gonna have. Regarding this right now, I don't want to send you away with nothing being done. I would like to say, hey, give me the chance to throw up some signage, some stop signs. I'll put one of those big old flashing ones there for you. And we can stop monitoring, see if that has helped curb the problem. And maybe in a month, 2 months or whatever, if this is still becoming an issue, or you think that more steps could be done, we can revisit it.
Well, I tell you, my truck got totaled. It was paid for. I just got 4 brand new tires. They totaled that truck, but they told us it's
Sure.
$20,000 truck. Went to the junkyard. My fence, got 2 fences. The mailbox was destroyed. And my deductible for the house is too high. It's $2,500. So it's not worth putting to the insurance. They refused to pay it. So I got paid for that.
Your home insurance refused to pay for it?
Or because the
Well, because
deductible
of
is
the
too high.
deductible.
It's not high enough.
Oh.
Right.
So, what if they probably would cover maybe a little bit, maybe $500 at the most,
Sure.
probably not even that. So it's not worth putting through. Bottom line is now I had to get rid of the truck. My insurance with the truck would pay for that, but now I have a car loan and another truck that I bought another truck. Now I have $18,000 loan in a car that I have no payments on.
I hear you, I do. My heart goes out to you.
I tell you,
I completely understand.
So there's no way they can put a guardrail outside my fence. I know it's in the city side, but
Yeah,
there's a telephone pole there too, in fact.
what
One
will
is
happen
broken.
is I'm going to put, so I don't vote on these things, I give my recommendation as representative from the police department and the traffic safety point of it. The board are the ones that vote and make the determinations, okay?
Okay.
My recommendation would be, just because it's one of those things, I have to be very cognizant about the things that we pitch or allow to start happening, because like I said, you find folks come in here and start saying you need guardrail. I understand, and you know what, let's say everyone agrees and we throw a piece of guardrail. Every property that's at the foot of a hill or any kind of grade, and they come in here and say, hey, I've been here for 30 years, never had a problem, but last week, someone went through my fence, come out of pocket 40 grand and put a guardrail up. How do I say no to some and yes to some? It's just a very slippery slope. I'm not saying this might not end up being what happens. To just defer to it right away wouldn't be a very wise recommendation on my behalf at this point. That being said, I'm gonna throw it to these ladies, see if there's a motion on the table, and see what they have to say. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add.
No, well, the last couple of times, they had, before they used to have snow plows, like private contractors, like the pickup trucks, they done a lousy job. But once they have the city trucks, they put the salt and they do a good cleanup.
Yeah,
That seemed to
A
have
lot
helped
better.
out
Yeah,
that.
yeah, a lot.
It's
When the
just
city
these-
shows up and do
a
it,
bunch of
doesn't-
little things in the right direction, hopefully eventually does curve it in the right direction. Again, I know, the stop
These-
sign might not help
Yeah,
at all.
these
but
last
if it
two
helps some-
times, neither one had insurance. And
That's awful.
neither one owned the car.
I mean, I've been buying lumber
So
for the
it's-
past 2 weeks, 2x4s, 4x3s, cement, the steel posts. Then I buy, at my age, I'm doing that myself. Because if I'm gonna hire somebody to do it, you're looking at three.
Again, I am on your side here, I really am. I'm completely sympathetic
I know
to
your
your situation.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well,
All right,
thank you for
we'll
your
try.
time.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw it to the ladies and see what they have to say. Is there a
Okay.
motion on the table?
Thank you,
My heart
ladies.
goes-
Stop
My
sign.
heart goes
Yeah.
out to you. I think it's a good idea what Stephanie and Sandra saying, start off with the stop sign with the flashing lights and then go from there. Their hands are tied,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have a lot of issues where I live too, trust me. You're not the only ones. But my heart goes out to you. I'm so sad that you guys have gone through that.
Motion
Really
for
sorry.
stop sign then? Adam?
Yes.
Second, Tom? Any opposed? Seeing none? We're gonna throw up some signage there.
All right, sir.
Okay.
To start, okay?
Okay.
And if we still have problems, hopefully it's nothing too traumatic for you guys. And if we have to take further steps, we will.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Church Street. Church Street. Anybody? Commercial vehicles on Church Street. Motion to table?
Motion to table.
Second.
Second, any opposed? Seeing none. Church Street will be tabled. Handicap requests. Corner store, 1930 Pleasant Street.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
So you are a business looking for a handicap spot in front of the business?
Yes, sir. I'm new to this, so we've only been open 6 months, so I'm kind of.
Just give me a second to review your packet here.
Yes, sir.
Is this a convenience store?
Yes, sir. It is. So we're right there at the corner, as you see on the corner of Barlow and Pleasant.
Yep.
I was told years ago, I guess when it was called Duffy's, even a little earlier than that, Ernie's Garage, there was something there. He passed away, and I guess it got taken down. My biggest concern is that a lot of my customers, we cater to those, mainly to a lot of senior citizens, because there's a high-rise, 2 high-rise across from us.
Sure, sure.
The challenge is that, people from all over, including in the community, just park and leave their vehicle there, and a lot of times the customers don't have anywhere to park. And if they do have to park, they either park on the one-way on Barlow, somewhere down Barlow, or they may have to park a little further past Barlow and walk down. And so I just think, as a request, that perhaps a sign should be there. Now, the question that I have is, so we're open from 7 a.m. to 8:30.
Mhm.
But on Thursdays and but on Saturdays and Sundays, Fridays and Saturdays, we're open till 10 o'clock. So, and then on Sundays, we're closed at 3. I don't know how that signage would work. And I spoke to a traffic officer in that area. She frequents that area and constantly giving tickets in front of my store. Constantly. And she recommended, she said, well, just go for the whole 7 days, even though we're open 7 days.
Yeah.
I just don't know how that works.
So handicap signs aren't on and off, they're always on.
Oh, no, I think I changed that. It shouldn't be handicap. It only should be, I want to do parking, not handicap.
Oh, well,
No, sir.
we need an updated request
No, I don't
here,
have an updated one.
because
This
this
is
still
all I
lists,
have. This is just
handicap.
for the
You're not
handicap.
looking for handicap parking?
So initially, yes, sir, I was.
Okay.
But the landlord had an issue because there's tenants upstairs.
Mhm.
So he's saying, oh, well, if you put a handicap there, then it takes up for my tenants.
Mhm.
I don't want to get in a piss and match with him. I said, okay, what about parking? And he said, okay, go for it. And then I spoke to a parking
Sure.
meter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so this is what it is.
exactly.
It's not handicap, although I would like to have that, but it's just
Let
specifically.
me ask you
for-
this, this
Yes,
is your
sir.
request. What are you asking for right now?
Yeah.
Would you want a handicap spot to be discussed, or a time limit parking space?
Time limit parking space.
That's what you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What time, I understand now where you were going with the whole, multiple different hours. I can't list the sign
Yo,
4 feet long
naturally,
with all that.
cannot do that.
I can give you Monday through Friday, or Monday through Sunday, this time to this time. What is your request?
My request is whatever the board feels is appropriate. My hours are from 7 a.m. to 8:30, Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 10 o'clock. And then on Sundays, we're open until 3, from 8 to 3.
10 p.m.?
At night, yes, we are open. So I don't know how the rules go,
Sure,
but it's
yeah.
up to the board, how do they feel.
Well, let's meet somewhere in the middle. If we were to say time zone, 7 a.m. to Monday through Thursday is 8?
8:30 we close, from 7 a.m. to
If we
8:30.
say 7 to 8:30, all the way around the clock, every day of the week. I understand that leaves you 2 hours on your Friday and Saturday. I'm gonna ask you this, how often in those last 2 hours are you getting, the
Not often at
handicap?
all.
Right, so it's almost an offsetting thing, right?
Yes, sir.
We're covering the bulk of your business hours,
Yes, sir.
right? Is that an amenable?
I'm satisfied. Whatever the board decides, is whatever it decides.
So hearing your plight and again, understanding, trying to be reasonable, I think that would just be the cleanest and easiest way, going 7 to 8:30, Monday through Sunday. But again, ladies,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Motion.
motion for that?
Yes.
Natalie, I'm sorry. Helen?
Yes.
Second? Seeing none opposed, we'll go with 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Monday through Sunday, in front of the business.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Give us like 12 weeks and that sign will be it.
So I'll do nothing now. We don't have to bring anything. We're good?
That's it?
Excellent. Thank you, members, and please have a good day.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
They're not gonna be the next one, so
Is that the next one?
just make sure. They called in.
That was Tremont?
Yeah.
All right, 98 Tremont is not going to be here, so motion to table.
Table.
Natalie seconds?
Yes, second, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, what? T.
That was tabled last one.
This was tabled last one?
Yes.
That was.
What does it say there? Where are we? Am I blind? I'm trying to be so helpful to all these fine citizens. You know what? Hey, I was gonna take care of them, and now you just made them lose their spot. This was tabled, so motion to deny.
Motion to deny.
Helen,
Which one? Second.
second. Any opposed? None? Denied.
What is that? Tremont Street?
Foley's,
Yeah.
they are straight Foley's. You would have to do it. 1077 Pleasant Street. Hello. Give us a second, we will review your packet.
This one was tabled.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia?
Yes.
That is a wonderful name.
Thank you.
You can stay there, dear.
Oh, okay.
Amelia, my dear, I see a photo of the residence, and it has a driveway.
Excuse me?
I see a photo of your residence,
Yeah,
and it has a driveway?
that's not mine, that's my landlord.
Okay, you don't have access to that?
No, no. Actually, I would like to sign on Way Bossett and Pleasant because that's the entrance to the building. If I have it on Pleasant in front of the building, then I have to come around to get to the door, because the front door doesn't get used, that's the fire escape door.
So the front door is not your entrance point?
Not on Pleasant Street, my entrance is on Way Bossett, on the corner of Pleasant.
Okay, yeah, we can take care. If this goes, excuse me, if this gets approved, it'll be wherever your entrance is. That's the one,
Oh, well,
the
yeah,
sign would be utilized.
That's where it is.
However, okay, I need a small favor from you, all right? I see no issue with approving this, however, before we finalize it, okay? With your packet, because you do have a driveway, I need a letter from the landlord saying that you as the tenant don't have access to it.
Oh,
okay.
that's easy enough.
We can give a cursory vote on this now, and provided you come in tomorrow, this week, next week, whenever you can at your earliest convenience, you come see Stephanie with that letter. She'll attach it to the packet, verify that it
Is
says you,
that upstairs in the traffic?
Yep.
yep,
Okay,
and we'll be all set. Fair
Okay.
enough?
all right.
Is there a motion to accept this pending the
Motion to accept.
Second.
second? Any opposed? Seeing none? Get us that letter and give it about 12 weeks, you'll have your handicap sign up.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Have a good evening.
You
You
too.
as well.
You too.
Where are we now? 182 Wellington. Hello.
See, you miss a month and you're all over the
Yeah, you guys should do work when I'm not here.
That's why John didn't show up today.
Yeah. All right, Wellington.
Yep.
Um, 182 Wellington. Looks like a driveway on that property as well. It's very small.
Yeah,
You mean tight?
like there's not enough to park a car there,
You can't put a car in there?
no. Because with the snow and it's a 6 apartments
Mhm.
building, so there's a lot of people, came and, I have the 20 people there in the building, so it's hard to have a car there because I'm gonna get the car on,
you keep,
It-
people use this now?
No.
No one uses
I
it?
have that building over 20 years, and I never park there.
I know you don't, but do people use it?
No, never.
No one, there's never been a car in that driveway.
No, not that I know of. For the past 20 years, I lived there.
It's a
and-
multifamily, yeah?
Yes,
You live in the property?
yes.
And you have 2 tenants? No, I'm sorry, 5 tenants.
I have
It's a
20
6-family.
tenants.
I'm sorry?
Well, 5 with me, 6.
Yeah. And none of your tenants or yourself ever utilize that driveway?
Not for the past 20 years that I lived there, that I owned the house. And last year I had my handicap because, I can't do too much walking. I have, problems with my bones and stuff. So I don't know why they just took the plates down. I have I still have the handicap.
Yep.
Car.
Okay, so this is what happens in this situation typically, okay?
Yeah.
To be eligible for a handicap parking spot, a couple of things have to be checked off. You have all of them checked off. There are some pre-disqualifying factors, okay? If you don't have a license, means you don't drive, I'm not giving you a handicap spot. If you don't own a car,
I do
click.
have.
No, I'm just saying that the disqualifying factors. One of them are, if you have means of off-street parking, you don't get a handicap spot, because you can park off the street. So I understand, and I'm looking at your pictures here, you're telling me that that is not a viable, usable driveway.
No, it's very small.
So what happens in this situation is, I'm gonna request that the board tables this so I can go by, all right? Sometimes, when I go by, I will look and I will agree, I will say, yeah, this is just a really wide alley.
Yeah, it's
You
very
can't put a
wide.
car in here.
Very-
Other times, I'll go by and I'll be like, well, it's not convenient, but you definitely could put a car in here and open it and close the door, all right?
it's
So I'm
not.
gonna ask that the board gives me the opportunity to go by and take a look at it.
Okay.
It would get pended till, again, we're not here in December, so it would be pended till January. If I come back and say, yep, you know, it's absolutely way too small for a driveway, you'd have
I
your,
thought they were gonna measure this last time I was here.
is that what was said?
No, it was tabled.
No?
It was just tabled?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm-
Well, I can, let me apologize, I was not here last month, so,
Yeah, it was tabled
some
last
of these things would have been done last month, but I couldn't be here. So this is where we're at right now. I'm gonna ask that you just give me the other, I understand it's inconvenient because it's 2 more months, we're not here in
I
December.
still park there anyway, because they think I still have the handicap. I still have the handicap on the car.
You can still park where?
I parked there where I had my plates outside. Because it's right in front of my house.
Do you have a sign out there?
There's not, like, it's a dead end, so there's not too much, you know, vehicles there.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Explain myself.
Your house is the one that has like the awning window? Like it's
Yes,
curved?
yes.
Alright, so now that I'm looking at it, you have handicap spots in front of the house.
They took it down.
Oh, they're gone.
They're gone.
Oh,
I went to
okay.
post
So this
it
is
out.
an old photo?
Well, like I said, they
Well, this is
removed in
from
August, because I was away in August, and when I come back, the plates was gone.
Were they yours? Like,
Sorry?
were they,
Yeah,
were they
it was my
assigned for
parking
you?
spots, yeah.
Were
How-
those your handicap signs?
Yes, I do. I did,
From the city?
from the city, yeah.
So, did the city reach out to you for documentation and you never reached out?
That's what I said. I went
Okay.
to Portugal for
Okay.
2 weeks, came back, the plates were gone. I did never received a letter from City Hall.
Okay, it wouldn't be 2 weeks. So she holds those for months before we remove them. So they would have attempted contact. If you wouldn't have contacted us, we would have taken signs down. We would have kept the signs down for 30 days and then we cut the poles. Once the poles are cut, you do have to reapply. So are the poles still there?
The pole's still there, one, because it's a post for the swept,
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Alright.
handicap.
Alright, this makes a little bit more sense now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that because you already had signage there, somebody had deemed this to be worthy of a handicap sign. I don't really wanna get into, you know, who or when or why it was removed. We're gonna
Yeah.
simply say that it was removed in
Yeah.
error because you clearly fit the criteria to have it. You've had it all this time. My suggestion would be to let's just go ahead and reinstate something that was already there. We're not actually doing anything different.
Motion to accept.
Yes.
Second?
Yes. Yeah.
Any opposed? Seeing none, give us the 12 weeks typically is the window, and you'll have your signage back.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Making me work today. I keep losing track. That was Wellington. 711 Ray Street. 711 Ray Street. Tansy School. Tansy School. Excellent. That one was gonna be a headache. That was tabled, so
Motion to deny.
I love it. Do we have a second?
Second.
Beautiful. Seeing any opposed, seeing none, denied. New handicap spaces. We'll get there, guys. I promise. Going as fast as I can. 35 Leicester. Hello. Stand by.
That driveway on your house, where are you?
I'm right there. Yes, it's the landlord.
Yeah, landlord has the letter in the packet,
The
not allowed to
The letter
use.
is in there, it's a two stall garage with, both the,
Got it. I see no issues with this application, ladies.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any opposed? Seeing none? All set?
Can I ask a question? I heard you say.
How much money do you have on you?
That's bribery, and I need $25.
You know
And
what?
Natalie did
20
say
will
drinks
be
was on her
fine.
today,
That's right.
so.
As long as it's under 25, I can take it, no problem.
You said that they put the signs where you want them to be, or?
They put it to the closest entrance that you're utilizing. So obviously, if your front door isn't being utilized, they'll put it on the side. But it's gonna go wherever the closest entrance that you utilize.
Okay, because we don't use the front, it is the side entrance. So, I mean, I've lived there 62 years. And I've had that since I started driving, I've always kind of parked the first space after the driveway.
Is it on the corner?
No, no. Where the driveway is, like, so this is the driveway, and I normally park right here because the gate's right there. So especially in the wintertime, they make sure everything's clear for me to get to my car and back.
Is
Wait a
it
minute.
the most direct route to the property?
To the side entrance, yes, it's the
Wait a minute.
most direct.
That's the address.
Yep.
35 Western, where would it be a side entrance?
On the driveway side. So she parks here, is what she's saying.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so it's a straight shot.
Okay.
Instead of coming all the way around.
That's gonna go in front of that property then. It's gonna go in front of somebody else's house.
So you're looking to put it in front of the house that's
25 Lester?
below you?
No, 35 Lester.
It's gonna be in front of your house, right?
There's 25 Lester, the driveway, and then where the
25.
spot where I would normally park.
Where's 25?
Right here. That's at the end of the driveway, so that's the driveway. This is 35 Lester.
So you park in front of 35? Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to put the sign in front of 35.
She would,
Then you have to pay me.
You live at 25, right?
no,
No,
she
I
lives
live
at
at
35.
I'm
So
not
what is your
asking for-
problem? She's
I'm
she's
not
answering,
asking
you're
for
making
spot in front
problems.
of
You
25.
live at 35,
Yes.
And
and you
where
want
are
the
you
sign in front of 35.
Yes.
Done.
'cause
All set.
We don't
Agreed.
use the front entrance, it's the side entrance. So it'd be.
It would still go
I have
in
a
front of
pic-
35
I kind
though.
of have a similar, a picture I could show you.
No, is the sign gonna be in front of your property?
Yes.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's gonna go right here. So this is her
Excellent.
house, so it's gonna go right here.
We know what we're talking about. Get on the same page, okay?
All right, so she just knocked one more off her drink list.
30 Brow Street. Hello.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
All right.
Brow Street. Hmm. This is an old registration?
Yeah.
You're registered at 159 Wamsutta?
159, I moved out of One Sutter, I moved to Broad Street. I didn't come to the hearing for 159 Wamsutta because I knew I was moving.
How long ago did you move?
Last March.
Do you have the sticker for the back of your license?
The
To
what?
change your address, the sticker for the back of your license?
No, I do not. Actually, I went to the registry and they said to just write it in, and I haven't wrote it in yet.
Okay, just, it's one of those things you wanna make sure you're up to date
Yep.
with, all right? I see no issues with this application, ladies.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any opposed? Seeing none? Good to go?
Good to go.
Yes, sir.
When's the sign going up?
It's like 12 weeks at most.
12 weeks at most. Awesome.
sir.
Because
Okay.
it's a tough neighborhood.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yep. Thank you, have a good night.
Take
Have a
care.
great night.
138 Albion.
138 Oliver?
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 I have Albion.
Albion.
138
Albion?
Albion.
Is it Oliver? Is it Lisa Richardson?
A-I,
Nope.
No.
Elizabeth?
A-L-B-I-O-N. What's the name of the street?
It's Oliver.
Oliver?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
We'll get there.
Lisa, not me.
We'll get to
No,
Oliver.
not you.
Okay,
Oliver is later down.
okay.
Yep. Albion Street. Going once, twice. No one for Albion.
Motion
Ladies?
to table.
Motion to table?
Second.
Second, any opposed? Seeing none? Albion Street is tabled. 357 South Oxford. 357 South Oxford.
Motion to table.
Second.
Any opposed? Seeing none? Oxford is tabled. 462 North Underwood. Hell,
There you go.
No, think about Albion. I lived there. Look, 'cause I lived there 12 years in that street, on Albion Street. I lived there 12 years. Can you believe that?
North Underwood.
I didn't provide a landlord's letter.
There's handicap signs on the fence already. See it?
Yeah, it's probably not even the city.
Right there, you can see the sign right there.
I don't know.
There's handicap signs on that fence already.
Yeah, but that's not mine. That's a lady upstairs. This
Yeah, that's a Jew.
They belong to nobody owns a sign. Am I right?
Correct.
Nobody
can park-
owns a
anybody
sign.
can park
Yeah,
there.
anybody can park there. There's one in front of the property already. You're requesting a
Two.
a
There's
second.
two of them. There's two plates, and then there's this.
Yeah, so that's one parking spot. If there's two signs, it's one parking spot for vehicles to park in between the two signs.
Yeah,
Yep.
I took one sign and I moved it, so I can pack it. They put it right back in
Yeah,
there.
you can't. We're gonna strike that from the record. You
Okay.
can't
Right
move
there.
city signs.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch the signs.
Oh, all right, but
There's this stop sign at the bottom of the Ave that really kept pissing me
But
off.
the
I moved
thing-
it too, but they put it back on.
no, but the thing is, the lady lives upstairs for 10 years, and she said those two is theirs. She's under a section. I cannot park
Yeah.
there.
All right, so I'll just give you a quick once over for the way the rules are for handicap signs, okay? You come here, you make a pitch to have a handicap sign placed in front of your property. It meets the criteria and we grant it. Most people walk out of here thinking that that is now their official handicap sign.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
It is not, however, okay? Keep in mind, although you did the legwork and you got one approved for that area, it does not, for lack of a better word, belong to you, okay? It means anybody with a handicap placard can park there at any time. Same thing for this one. Let's say this individual goes out to the store and you come home and you have the handicap placard and you park there. You're good to go. It's not their spot.
Yeah, I can, cause she's obsessed with that
So
thing.
sorry. I didn't know that, because on my street, there's no handicap spot, but there's a guy across the street that has one. And see, I just moved back over there, and I saw that spot empty one day, and I parked over there, and do you know they did something to my car?
Yes, I 100% believe it because people, like I said, they assume that because they came here, they sat in front of us and they made their case, they filled out this paperwork,
Yeah.
and it was granted that that's now my spot. I put my name on the application and it was signed off, so it's my spot. I understand why people think that, however, that is not the case. It's like, anybody with a handicap placard has just as much right to park in any street handicap spot as they would in a parking lot that has a handicap spot. It's first come, first serve.
And I had,
Oh,
he did some stuff to my car and had an attitude. And I was like, when I came out, he came to me and was like, this is my spot.
Yeah.
I was like,
Most people are just uneducated with it, but that's the facts of how it actually is. Now, to get back to yours, please don't move our sign.
No, because it's one fence, and then the gate, and there's another fence. So two places or move one to. And
That being
two-
said, I mean, there's no such thing as, oh, there's already one there, you can't get approved for another. If you do meet the criteria, I mean, you can get an additional one placed there. In this situation, reviewing your packet, you certainly do meet the criteria. I don't have an issue, but again, it's up to the ladies.
Motion to accept.
You with us, Alan?
Second.
Second, thank you. Any opposed, seeing none, all set. In about 12 weeks, and you'll have another one placed there.
All right, appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Thank you,
you too.
Don't move it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They clean their stairs.
They're crazy.
But you know.
Where are we at? That was Underwood? Yeah, that was Underwood. Oh, wait. 34 Montgomery.
Yes.
Hello, dear. Take a seat, take a seat. You don't need to stand up.
You don't have to stand up. You can stay there.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh, Orminda?
Yes,
That is another lovely name.
thank you.
What are you looking for, medal today?
I'm just in a good mood. I missed you guys, all right? I didn't come last month. I'm just happy to be here. I'm up for promotion, Helen. Make sure you write a good letter.
Does she have the plaque card or does her husband have the plaque card?
She has one too.
They
Oh, they
both
both
have.
They
have
both
one?
have placards, yeah.
Okay.
So she has one too, it's on file.
I have his here and hers there. Yep. You're only applying for one space, correct?
Yes, because they told me upstairs I can only have one. Because my husband he can hardly walk too, but
Yeah.
No,
And again, you guys don't have access to the driveway?
no, there's no driveway in that house.
Yep, reviewing your packet, I see no issues granting you a space. Ladies?
Motion to approve.
Thank you so much.
I'll say.
Okay.
You have a good day.
You too, thank you so much.
138 Oliver. Hello.
Have a good holiday.
All right. Not to be confused with Albion. Lisa Antoinette. That is fabulous.
Please, y'all have to give me a space, because I can't get my car beat up again.
All right, Miss Lisa Antoinette, I must say, you kind of put yourself behind the 8 ball. I would have been inclined to grant your parking space, but you just told me there's one already in the immediate area, so
It's across the
yeah,
street.
no,
It's
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
it's
Ann, listen, I don't want to fight with you.
across the
No,
street,
hey,
right? But listen.
I'm playing, you all set. I'm gonna throw it to the ladies. There's
Motion
nothing.
to accept.
Motion to approve.
Thank you,
Any
guys.
opposed, seeing none, all set. Give us like 12 weeks, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. But you know what? I'm glad, now I have to go home across the street, I'm telling you. I'm glad y'all told me that, but you know what? They really damaged my car.
It's not the first time I've heard of it. I'll give you another one. You ever drive by streets in the winter and see people that dig themselves out from a really major snowstorm and they put a lawn chair or a trash barrel, right, to save their spot?
Right.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
But listen, but it's another.
For the
handicap.
record.
But you never think another handicap to another handicap, you expect them to do that, right? Okay, I wouldn't expect that.
I would assume 1858 Pleasant Street, or you just
Y'all have a
really
good
wanted to hang out with us.
holiday.
Have a great night, have a good holiday.
It's fine there, but the other people, they looked out, and they took the sign out.
So there was one there for the previous residents, they left and they removed it? Does drive.
It's on 7 in the corner of Irving, it's on Irving Street. That's back in, because I have to go through.
How long ago did they remove the one that was there?
I don't know. I wanted to spend it.
Yeah, alright, I see no issues with
Do
this.
you want the sign on Pleasant Street or
On Irving.
on Irving? Okay.
The post is still there.
Perfect.
House is on.
We'll probably get that done for you sooner than later. I'll make sure Steph is on it within the, before the 12 weeks. Seconded, any opposed? Seeing none, all set, my dear.
Thank you.
Do you need help getting out?
No. I'll be all right.
Sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
We'll burn through the rescinding of handicap spots, I'll go through them. We have Jenks Street, Pine Street, and Oak Grove Ave. Motion to accept?
Yes, accept.
Natalie, you
Second.
go.
And none opposed, awesome. With that, we are adjourned.